Hello guys, this is Mephisto and we are talking about FIFA 16 and the women's national teams. Now, it has been a big surprise that women's teams are finally playable in the next FIFA. Now, is that a reason to choose FIFA 16 over Pro Evolution Soccer 2016? In my opinion, it's not, but it is a feature nice to have. And let's talk seriously about that, because I see a lot of people in the internet joking about women's soccer in general and about the option of playing women in FIFA 16. Now, first of all, I think it's a great opportunity to promote women's soccer. And I actually don't know a lot of sports games that feature women's sports in general. So I think that's really a step forward for EA Sports to do. And it may encourage more and more girls and women to play FIFA as well. And that's not that it wouldn't be only a boys and a man's thing to play that game. And at the end of the day, we play FIFA and we play football, soccer because we love the game. So in my opinion, I want everybody to play the game and everybody to share that passion that I have as well. So it is a great thing and a great step forward for EA Sports and the soccer game community. Now, I'm still don't know which game to buy, whether I buy PES or FIFA 16 in the next year, and the women's national teams may be one factor, but definitely not the decisive factor. Now let's talk about gameplay and ratings in the game. And first thing to know is that women's teams won't in any way interact with men's teams. So it won't happen that you can play with Cristiano Ronaldo against Hope Solo. That wouldn't be possible in the next game, and I think that would be that's a good thing. Women won't be in Ultimate Team. They just have a few game modes. You can play offline with them, but also you can play online friendlies with women's teams. So I think I would even do that. I love to sit together with my friends and just play some FIFA, having a good time. And playing with women's teams will be for sure a challenge. Also because the gameplay is going to be much, much different. EA Sports has been working on adapting the FIFA gameplay and the FIFA engine to the way women play the game, which is very different to how men play soccer. It's going to be less athletic and it's going to be less intense, right? It's not going to have the speed that FIFA 16 has. Women's soccer doesn't have the speed that men's soccer has, so they will adapt to that, which I think is a very interesting aspect, because in my opinion, FIFA 16 is way too overpaced. It's too fast of a game. Well, especially Ultimate Team. In the normal games, you can adjust that. You can take the speed out, but speed is the most decisive factor in the game. All the other attributes basically don't matter. It's very extreme in Ultimate Team, but it's also the key factor in all the other games. So the women's gameplay will be actually slowed down a lot, which would be interesting. So I would be very curious how the gameplay will feel like, and it might be even better than what we know from the previous FIFA versions. So it might be even more fun to play women's soccer than men's soccer in FIFA 14 or 15. So I'm very curious about that, and it will be for sure another aspect. Like, everybody could win with Barcelona against a small team, And if you're always playing Barcelona and playing against Real Madrid, you know your team very well and you're a decent player, you might even win that. But it's going to bring up a very, very interesting aspect. So you have to prove yourself with a different gameplay. So it will be another game in the game, a mini game if you want, in which you have to prove your FIFA skills. So it will be very interesting, and I'm also kind of looking forward to play with women's teams in FIFA 16. Now, as far as the ratings go, there also is going to be another rating system. Now, the ratings can be compared with the men's ratings we know. And also, I think that is a very good and wise decision, because how would you compare the skills of, I don't know, Alex Morgan to Cristiano Ronaldo? That's basically not possible. Maybe like women would be bronze players weaker than bronze players in Ultimate Team. I don't know. So it's good that they will have their own rating system, and the way the attributes are weighted will be much, much different to the men's version, which will be also an interesting aspect. Now, I heard that Hope Solo is going to be the strongest player in the game, or at least one of the strongest, with a 90 rating, and like the other players are just going there behind. They haven't published anything about the rating system, but I'm pretty sure that passing and skills might be the most important factor in the game. As I said, the physicality will be much, much less than in the men's version, and the speed will be much, much less. So speed and athleticism won't be the decisive factors. It will be more about passes, it will be more about technique, also about shots. So these will be the most important attributes when you play with women. And basically, I think the tactic would be to pass the ball a lot. That's in general a very good and wise tactic in FIFA and in football in general. But I think this will be more and more important. And also the tactics will be more important as physicality and speed tunes down a little, or very much. We don't know it yet. But the tactics might also play a big role in the gameplay with women's teams. So I think this has been an exciting news when they put that out, that women's teams will be there. I think that is a huge step forward, and I really like to see that. Of course, I understand the jokes around that, but they said they have been working actually for a while on that, and just the body scan technology they implement in FIFA 16 has made that possible, as it would have just looked stupid in the past years, since they had prototype of a man's body, and the a woman's head on a man's body just would look completely ridiculous. But as you can see in the trailer, the physiques of the women playing in the game look very female, and it's really nice to see. So they made actually a good job with modeling the bodies and the faces of the women. I think the faces and the bodies look realistic enough, and that's for sure a good thing. I think they made a good job with the implementation, and in that case they have the edge over Pro Evolution Soccer 2016. I'm wondering a bit why PES hasn't implemented that, or hasn't tried to implement that, as getting the license for women's teams might have been a lot easier. Now EA Sports acquired the licenses. That basically wasn't a problem. No one had the exclusive rights before, and the licenses have always been the big weakness of Pro Evolution Soccer, so I'm wondering why Konami didn't think of that. But yes, I think women's soccer in FIFA 16 is nice to have. I'm looking forward to try it at least. I will try for sure. It won't be a reason for me to buy that game. That's what I can say about it. What do you guys think about women's soccer in FIFA 16? Leave a comment in the section down below. I'm very interested to hear about that. Will you try it? What team are you going to play? Tell me all about that stuff in the comments. And if you like this video, hit the like button. See you next time. Bye.